Hey everyone, so I recently made a video about what are nootropics and can they help you to improve your focus. So if you haven't seen it, go check that out. And in this video, I'm going to go through the top 5 natural nootropics out there in 2019. So keep watching. Hey, welcome to my channel. My name's Keshav, and this channel is all about mastering your mindset and creating your most meaningful life. So a couple of weeks ago, in fact, a couple of months ago rather, I got sent a product from a company called Brainzyme asking me to review their product. And they create, as you can see here, some natural pills that help you improve your clarity and focus. And it got me thinking, what else is out there on the market? How good is it? And how valuable is it in our quest to get that slight mental edge? So in this video, I'm going to cover my top 5. Now, before I go into it, I got to do the disclaimer. Do your own research. I am not a medical health professional. I did my best to give you as much information as I can and to present it in a simplified, concise format. But as always, I'm not responsible for what you do, so make sure you check these things work for you based on your diet, your needs, and where you're going, and make sure you check with people who really do know what they're talking about. So the first thing that I thought when I received this product was, I was actually quite apprehensive. I was actually quite scared, wondering, what effect is this going to have on my brain? Is it going to have any long-term damage? Is it safe? I don't know what these things are. I found the packaging kind of overwhelming and all these new things. And so I went on a 6-month journey where I've been looking at this, testing different supplements, speaking to different people in the industry, speaking to people who I know are qualified to talk about these things. And that's where my research is coming from. So my own experience and the research that I did. Now, like all good research, I started off by Googling, by going to Wikipedia, all that good stuff, looking at reviews on Amazon, looking at different things. Speaking to other people who tried these products. And like I said in my other video, generally speaking, there are 2 kinds. I only looked at the natural nootropics out there. I wanted to stay on the safe side, and if there were any doubts about a product, I didn't test them. A good rule of thumb that I like to follow is it something that I can follow in the long term? Now, whether I'm waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning or taking pills with possible side effects, that's the question I'm always going to ask. Can it be sustained over a long period of time? So let's talk about these natural nootropics. Now, I know the marketing companies out there that are trying to sell you stuff won't like me saying this. You guys can disagree. But essentially, the way I like to think of them is all of the supplements, the micronutrients you need, like a multivitamin, taken in one easy form. So instead of you having to go to coffee for caffeine, to green tea for L-theanine, ashwagandha, taking like 7 different things, it's just put into one convenient form, which has an advantage. So here are the brands and products that I tested. I tested Brainzyme Elite and Professional. I tested Vibrain Instant Powder, Apple Tang flavor, and the Vibrain Focus pills. I tried Neurodrive and Neurostim. I tried the Utopia Focus Enhancer, and then my own secret mix that I'll talk about at the end of the video. So let's talk about the first one, and it's these 2 bottles here. You've got Neurodrive and Neurostim. Neurostim retails at $22.95, which is kind of expensive. Neurodrive retails right now at $17.95. Now, what was my experience taking this? It definitely gave me a kick. It definitely felt like a really strong cup of coffee because of, I imagine, the combination of anhydrous caffeine, which this has 100 milligrams, L-theanine, and citicoline. So the only downside with this I found was it gave me some headaches. So I kind of stopped taking it after a while. I ended up feeling like my brain was just totally in overdrive mode and really mentally exhausted. I tried drinking lots of water alongside it to see if that helped, but I can see, used very sparingly, this could be kind of beneficial. The only thing that I found, and I couldn't verify this because I couldn't find the information on the internet, maybe you guys can help me down below, was some of the ingredients are supposedly not legal in the UK, but I don't know about that. Okay, so the next one was Vibrain, and I had 2 products they sent over to me, so thanks for sending them. One was the Vibrain Focus pills, and the other was the powder. Now, out of the 2, I would definitely say that I preferred the powder. The taste was kind of weird. I had apple tang. when you first drink it, it tastes nice, but it has this very weird manufactured taste to it, which I didn't really enjoy, but I just guzzled it down anyway. And if we look at the ingredients here, you can see there's a lot more in it, but again, similar kinds of things. So caffeine, L-theanine, there's some choline in here. The caffeine content is 100 milligrams per serving. And I found because the scoops are a lot bigger, I was having to drink so much more of this stuff. It did definitely help. I replaced my coffee with this on days where I was working, and it definitely did help my focus. The reason I preferred the powder over the pills was just because the effect was more instant and it kind of tasted a bit nicer because it was, you know, a whole jug of, I filled up my protein bottle that you can see here with this stuff with water. I ended up having to drink a lot more water, which I thought would really help. The pills, they took a little bit longer to kick in and I didn't get the same effect that I did with the powder, and just personal preference, I preferred those. One thing that I did notice though, and I've seen other people comment this in their reviews, is if you leave these pills out, they end up going kind of pink. I gave some to my brother and he didn't even use them because he's just super focused anyway. And I noticed that they went a strange color. Okay, and the next one is Utopia. This came in a strawberry kiwi flavor, which, oh my god, it tastes amazing. And it actually has a lot more caffeine than the others. So this comes in at 200 milligrams of caffeine. So a quick little note on caffeine and this specific type. Anhydrous caffeine, or caffeine anhydrous, is a powdered, dried form of caffeine, and it's very, very potent. Now, for most people, those of us who drink coffee, you reach what's known as an insurmountable level of tolerance. That means that over a certain period of time, even if you drink more caffeine, you reach a point of diminishing returns. So having more caffeine, more cups of coffee doesn't help. And what I found was taking this was really awesome. It really did help my focus. I really did find that kick, and I looked forward to taking it at the beginning of the day, getting my work going, and I saved my most important task for when I was taking some of this Utopia. And like I said, it tastes freaking amazing. So it was really fun to drink. The only downside that I experienced was after about a week or so taking it, I did start to get some headaches. I did feel really groggy, and I was waking up in the morning with that feeling of grogginess, which I think was probably because of that caffeine. So all of the products that I've mentioned so far have caffeine in them, but what about if you don't have a caffeine tolerance that's very high, or you just don't want to take that because of the jittery feeling that you might get, or the anxiety that I know some people get? Well, this is where I come to the original product that I was sent, and it's called Brainzyme. It comes in two or three different types. You've got Brainzyme Professional and Brainzyme Elite. What I'm opening here is the Elite version. Now, one of the things that I noticed was the different marketing and promotion and packaging. They definitely didn't have the best packaging. There's so much stuff here to read. It's kind of overwhelming if you've never taken it before. But what I did find was the Brainzyme Professional that I took. This is Elite that I'm holding in my hand. The difference between the two: Professional is for when you need that real bump, and it's more of a subtle focus effect. So it's not like caffeine where you suddenly feel that rush and you feel that energy changing within you. This is more of a calming, soothing effect, and it takes a little while to get going. You do feel thirsty sometimes, but again, I did really find that it helped. Now, you can, if you're planning to take it every single day, I'd recommend you go for the Elite option. If you're looking for something short term and you're not going to take it every day, try the Professional version. And what I liked most about Brainzyme, one, the customer service, shout out to Joseph, was amazing. He was really patient with me as I did my research into this stuff, but also that there are zero side effects to worry about with this product. You can take it with your coffee if you want to get the caffeine in. You don't have to take it with your coffee if you don't want to, but it definitely has the whole stack of nutrition that you would want from a supplement like this. So the final one that I want to add in here, because who has money for all of these things? If we look at the different pricing for all of these products, they are quite expensive, and I actually encountered a much more effective way that worked for me, and that was having a black coffee and then a cup of green tea about an hour afterwards. Because of the interaction between the caffeine and the L-theanine, they work really well together. So if you're someone who's worried about money and you're worried about spending so much and you don't have the money to spend on these conveniences, I would recommend you check that out. But as always, go with your own gut, your own intuition, do your research and find out for yourself. So what would my top 5 be? Well, number 1, I would always put my caffeine and green tea mix, purely because it gives you everything you need and it's cheap. The second in my ranking, and I guess this product doesn't really count because it's different to the rest, but I would put Brainzyme Professional in the number 2 spot. Number 3, I would definitely put Utopia, but be careful using it in the long term, like I said. Number 4, Vibrain, the apple tank flavor. And number 5, and I don't even know if I would buy this personally, was Neurodrive, because of, like I said, some of the things that I wasn't sure about and the headaches that I personally got. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below, what have your experiences been? Have you ever tried any of these? And if you want any discount codes or links to all of the products are in the description, so definitely go and check them out. I'm not endorsed by any of these companies. I'm not affiliated with any of these companies. Frankly, I don't care whether they do well or not. I just wanted to research what is out there and how well they work for you so you can make an informed decision. And at the end of the day, remember, a company's goal is to make money. So always question and do your own homework into the claims that anybody makes. That said, moderation is key. If these things help you as a trigger for productive and positive habits, then by all means, go ahead and use them. The other thing that I really wanted to know, because I'm not a qualified pharmacist, is what do medical health professionals like a pharmacist think? So one of my friends at university, he got a first-class honors degree in pharmacy. He smashed it, came top of his class year on year on year, and he's been working 6 years now. So I gave him a call to find out what he thinks. And here's what he said.
A lot of these nootropics don't have proper scientific studies behind them. So in order for you to have a professional opinion on them, we usually look at randomized control studies of large quantities of population sizes over a number of years, all that sort of stuff before we consider whether something's reliable. At the end of the day, a lot of things, whether it's caffeine we're talking about or modafinil, all have side effects, and to varying degrees depending upon how much is consumed. Ginseng, especially for cognitive function, has been proven with randomized control studies, large population sizes, etc., reliable and accurate studies that have shown it to be effective. One dose of it of ginseng especially aren't going to do anything at that one particular point in time. Things like caffeine will have a more immediate effect.
Now we're only analyzing one area here, but there are so many products out there. So word of caution, be careful what it is that you are consuming, how often you're consuming it, the money it costs you, and the return or reward you get from those things. Because like I said, there are companies out there that are not like Brainzyme and these other companies that I mentioned in the video. And let's take a look at some of these ingredients. So choline, a 2015 study proved still more research was needed, but at the moment it's definitely a promising area. It also seems to be slightly unclear if it is okay to use or not in the UK. There were things I saw on the internet that said they were, and the things that out there that people who told me they weren't. And let's look at guarana. So a 2004 study done on 28 young adults had some positive effects, but yet again, it's not conclusive yet. It's only 28 people, and we need more research to be done to see is it statistically significant. Of all of them, there are numerous studies out there that show caffeine has a beneficial effect in terms of alertness, focus, and concentration. So there you have it. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Leave your comments down below and let me know what you think. And as always, absorb what's useful, discard what isn't, and add what's uniquely your own. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you're interested in finding out which of the 3 personalities you are, the dabbler, the shipwrecked castaway, or the master, check out my free quiz. And otherwise, comment and subscribe, support the channel. Peace.